When people picture Nashville, they often imagine big crowds and even bigger cowboy hats. But just beyond that familiar image, entire neighborhoods are quietly shaping our city. Today I'm in Wedgewood-Houston. It's a neighborhood that's evolved quickly. Once industrial, it's now creative, a place where chefs and artisans and entrepreneurs all build side by side. There are working studios, thoughtful architecture, and food and drink destinations tucked into former warehouses. It's a neighborhood that rewards curiosity. Wedgewood-Houston doesn't feel overly polished or packaged, and that's the beauty of it. It's a neighborhood that still feels like it's in progress, where creativity happens behind open doors, and some of the city's most compelling dining experiences are intentionally low-key. That spirit is exactly why I'm here at Bastion, the Michelin-starred restaurant from chef and co-owner Josh Habiger, whose influence on Nashville's culinary landscape spans more than a decade. Josh's career includes opening some of the city's most acclaimed restaurants, such as the Catbird Seat and the Patterson House. But Bastion reflects a more intimate chapter. It's focused on the guest experience, and every detail is considered. Today, Josh is cooking up a few dishes that mean something to him, and we're going to talk about this restaurant, his journey, this neighborhood, and how they all connect. Let's head inside and see what's on the menu. I'm Jenna, and welcome to StyleBlueprint's Pull Up a Chair. In this series, I get into the kitchen with some of the South's favorite chefs as they cook a dish that really means something to them. Then we sit down, eat together, and talk about how they got started, what brought them to town, and why this food and this corner of the city means so much to them. So pull up a chair to Nashville's best chefs, dishes, and neighborhoods. I am in the Bastion kitchen with Josh, and he's about to make something artistic and beautiful and also delicious. But before we get into all of the food, I have a quick and easy question for you. Are there any dishes that kind of ground or anchor the restaurant that keep showing up again and again?
Yeah, great question. We don't have necessarily like a signature dish or anything like that, but I always like to start a meal with an oyster. To me, that's just the best way to start a meal. And we always finish with a little slice of chess pie.
I mean, there's nothing more Southern than some chess pie. I love it.
When I first moved to town, I went to Arnold's way too much, and Julio would never let me leave without a slice of chess pie.
I'm ready to see your knife skills. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Show me what we're doing.
Yeah, so first we have these really nice oysters from, they're called Bay Waters, from the West Coast. And then we're gonna put some fresh passion fruit over the top. This is what a fresh passion fruit looks like on the inside.
So beautiful.
I already kind of strained it and removed the seeds. Passion fruit juice by itself is really sour. So what we're gonna do is temper that sourness with a little bit of bubbles.
As we should.
Just kind of here at the last second. That's gonna give the oyster a little effervescence. We'll throw some pickled scallions on there to give it a little texture and a little savoriness. Then we have this mixture of champagne and passion fruit juice.
Wow.
Then I have some warm brown butter I'm gonna add to it because I think passion fruit and brown butter is really nice together.
Gosh.
And we're gonna finish it with just a tiny bit of parsley.
No wonder you need tweezers.
That's it.
Tiny little beautiful pieces.
Thank you.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit more about what other inspiration have you drawn from for the menu?
I mean, I think it comes from everywhere. It comes from going out to eat at other places. It comes from looking at cookbooks, like these passion fruits. Something you don't see every day. You don't see them at the grocery store, but we have some really good purveyors that are able to source stuff like this for us.
Well, I don't know about you, but I am pretty excited to eat these. So how about we have a seat and indulge?
Awesome, let's go.
Great, let's do it. I love the combination of fruit.
Yeah.
What do you pickle the scallion in?
Just a little bit of like white vinegar, sugar, salt.
So you get some acidity, some sweetness,
Yeah.
some tart, all the good
Little
things.
texture, yeah.
All right, how gracefully do we think we can slurp an oyster?
Want to do an oyster cheers?
Absolutely. Okay, here we go.
Cheers.
Cheers. That passion fruit is so great.
And champagne and oysters. That
You can't go wrong.
makes sense, yeah.
You cannot go wrong. All right, well, let's kind of get into it a little bit. I'm curious about the background of you in the restaurant. Obviously, you spent years helping open and shape some really influential restaurants in town. So at the very beginning, what drew you to the culinary world in the first place?
My first job when I was a kid, I was probably 15 years old. I grew up in a really small town in like central Minnesota. I had some friends that worked at this diner. It was just your classic like Midwestern diner with the counter and everything.
Burgers and fries and shakes.
Burgers, fries, yeah, breakfast. We didn't go out to eat very much when I was younger. So it was a chance for me to kind of see like what other people were eating, and I just was very drawn to the kitchen and kitchen work.
Do you have a really early food memory, just something at your house that one of your parents made or something that just really stands out to you?
Oh, probably not anything great.
TV dinners?
It was a lot of TV dinners.
Really?
And yeah, I remember my mom would make the chipped beef on toast a lot, which is, I don't know if you are familiar with that.
I'm not.
It's just the cheapest lunch meat you can buy. It's cooked in almost like a white gravy with milk and flour.
Okay.
And just poured over a piece of toast.
All right.
Not very great.
Is this a Midwestern delicacy that I need to familiarize myself with? Okay.
Maybe we could riff on that here sometime.
Oh, if you do, I need to know. Yeah. We got to come in and see what your take on it is. It's so inspiring, all of the things that you pull from creating things, which is why I was asking about the passion fruit earlier and what prompted that. That's obviously led to some things like your recent Michelin star. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So exciting. What did that mean for you personally? And of course, what did you do to celebrate? I'm sure there had to be some celebration involved.
Yeah, when we moved to Nashville and opened like the Patterson House and the Catbird Seat, there were no we didn't even think it was a possibility to get a Michelin star. Michelin didn't exist here, so there was, it was never something that we were chasing or like trying for. We just wanted to make good food and show people a good time and treat people nice and create like a Nashville's version of a tasting menu restaurant. When word came out that Michelin was coming, of course, me and probably every chef in Nashville was very nervous, but you just keep doing what you're doing. We had no idea who the inspectors were, or, it was all very anonymous. We got the invite to go to Greenville to the award ceremony, and
did that clue you in a little bit?
We knew we were gonna get something at that point.
Yeah.
We figured it was gonna be like a Michelin recommended or whatever, but it was great.
Very exciting. And did you celebrate more afterwards?
We did, yeah. We celebrated all night long.
I'm sure.
Stayed out of trouble though.
Okay, well, that's how you know. All right, well, I guess it must be time for our second dish.
All right.
I'm very excited. Look at this. This is beautiful.
Thank you. So we've got little raviolis filled with carrot puree. There's a little piece of roasted salsa feet over the top of it. Salsa feet is also known as oyster root, so it has a little bit of a seafoody quality, some people say. There's some young pickled ginger on top, and then a sauce made from dashi and sea urchin.
Wow, it's exquisite.
Yeah.
All right, shall we take a taste?
Yeah.
So you're using a spoon.
I'm gonna go spoon for this one.
Okay, I'm gonna follow suit. I'm
right.
usually a fork girl, but I'm gonna follow suit.
All right.
It's like the perfect bite.
You get a little bit of that ginger there in the end.
This could be a dessert.
Oh yeah.
It's
little
so
sweetness in the
savory
carrots. Yeah.
and sweet. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I dusted it with a little bit of nori at the end for, again, a little bit more of that oceanic element.
And that sear is perfect too.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Well, let me ask while I continue to eat, because I'm gonna keep eating.
Keep going, yeah.
While you answer questions. I like my end of the deal here. Bastion is intentionally, intimate and personal, especially relative to some of the other restaurants that you've opened. How did that change the way that you think about the menu or approach the menu in terms of ingredients?
Going back to like the diner that I worked in, you've got, this kind of counter seat where the regulars would come and sit, and as the restaurant would be full, we'd have like basically people we knew up at the counter. And I was like a high school kid working at this place, but we knew like the order of all the people sitting at the counter. Got to interact with them, joke around with them. It made it just a lot more fun for us, and I think more fun for them. I mean, they kept coming back. So I think when, we built the catbird seat at this place, I think kind of that counter style service and that interaction was such an important element to kind of, draw in the guest. The person that created the dish and came up with the dish is the person that's telling you about the dish. And if you have any questions, like, you can't really stump us because we know all the answers back there because we came up with it, we plated it.
These might be the cutest little pieces of chess pie that I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, thanks. When we first opened, we were always doing chess pie. It just kind of became like sometimes it's fun to work inside parameters. And we just decided to kind of keep riffing on chess pie and changing up the flavor and changing up how we do it. And at a certain point, we decided to just shrink it down and make it the last little bite you have before you leave.
A little mini.
Mini.
What is it about this chess pie? So you said you've experimented with flavors.
Yeah.
Is this
one,
traditional?
Yeah,
or?
This one has a little bit of chestnut puree in it, so it's a chestnut chess pie, and then we finish it with a little bit of flake salt at the end.
Okay, can I do this a finger food?
Yes.
Okay,
go for it.
Great.
Finger food's better.
I'm taking dainty bites, but what I really wanted to do was put it in my mouth the way that you do.
I just had to take it.
But this way, it gives me an opportunity to ask you another question. So Wedgewood-Houston, you put Bastion in when this neighborhood was not galleries and shops and all of the things that have gone in the last decade or so. So what drew you to this neighborhood? What called to you here?
It was essentially the space, the way the space was broken up. I mean, these people reached out to us because they had some spaces here in the building, and he kept kind of alluding to having another space in the building, but it's like, well, I'm not supposed to show you that one. And I don't know if this is like a tactic, like some reverse psychology tactic or something, but we asked to see this space, and as we left, I remember saying to Ben, like calling him as we were both driving away and being like, that's it, that's the one.
When was the last time that you dined out locally, even out of this neighborhood, that you were like, you know what, hands down, cannot wait to go back and have this dish?
210 Jack is kind of like our spot where when we don't know where to go, we go to 210 Jack. We can't think of anything else. We're like, let's go to 210 Jack and just sit at the bar and order a bowl of ramen or noodles.
I love it. What is a place in Nashville, restaurant or otherwise, that you always recommend to visitors?
Rolf and Daughters and Peninsula are at the top of the list. I think, they both should have gotten Michelin stars as well. There's no shortage of good restaurants in Nashville right now.
That is the truth. What have you put together?
Oh, this is just a mixture of some white rum, lime juice, ginger syrup, and a little bit of pineapple.
Well, on that note, this is the big toast, Josh. Before we wrap up, what is something you absolutely love about Nashville?
Nashville's just the best city. I feel like we take care of each other, and I just want to continue to grow.
Here's to growth and taking care of each other in Nashville.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yep, that'll do.
Yes.
Well, listen, Josh, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you for doing this. Cheers to all of you, and thanks for pulling up a chair.